Welcome to Sunfire Designs. Today I'm going to do something I have not done in a while. I am going to make a fairy flower, and hopefully I can get it to work out the way it should. I'm hoping. So this is the Ice Edge mold by Pouring Your Heart Out. I'm using Art Pro resin. I'm going to use this little disc that I've pre-made several months ago. It's got all the colors that I want to use. It's got like yellow and pink and blue. I've just got a bunch of different colors. So I'm going to put that on the very bottom in the center and just kind of press down. My center is starting to lift up. I think this mold is almost done for. I don't know. We'll have to see because it's not laying flat anymore. We'll see how this goes. All right, so I mixed up 3 colors plus a white. My first color is this. This is Prism Violet, Liquitex Prism Violet. This one is medium, yellow medium azo. One of these days I'm going to look up what the AZO means. It stands for. And then this one is Liquitex also. This is Rubin Red. And then finally, this is my white. I used Cast and Craft, and you can see through the stick when you tilt it back and forth. And then last, this is my push. I just put 1 drop of Cast and Craft in here so it's not clear. Yeah, so hopefully this will all close and be doing what it's supposed to be doing. I'm gonna put the white into my piping bag over here. Get that all ready to go. I can't remember the last time I made a fairy flower. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a while. So I was just going through. I finally got some more Art Pro. Thanks, Mom and Dad. They got it for me for my birthday. And so I was thinking, what can I do with the Art Pro that I've been waiting to do and I haven't been able to do? And the top probably is just making all the different flowers, and fairy flower is one I haven't done. So not in a minute. So we're going to do that. All right, I'm going to remove the sticks from my resin. Now, I'm taking a chance that the purple and the yellow are not going to make mud. So I'm going to try to keep them somewhat separated, but I fully accept that mud might happen. All right, I'm going to pour the purple around the outside because I'm trying to keep them separated. I want to do that. Then I'm going to pour the Rubin Red into the center. And I'm actually going to just clear that out right here so the whole thing is in the mold. I'm really hoping that if it bows up too much and I have issues, this might be the last time I get to use this mold, because I don't want to waste resin using it if it's bowing up. I have never had that problem with one of these molds, the more expensive molds. But I guess there's a first time for everything. Usually with the molds that I have from here, it just wears out over time and the finish becomes really dull. But apparently this one's going a different route. No clue. That's all right though. If it's the end of its life, then it's the end of its life, and I'll find something else and move on. All right. Now, the last one I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the yellow in the center on top of the red. There we go. Now, I'm going to take and I'm going to make my dots. You know, the yellow's looking kind of orange in the center because it mixed with the Rubin Red, which is actually, to me, is more of a pink than a red, which I never would have realized that that's what it was if it weren't for Amanda. She's like, that is more pink than red. And actually, I kind of feel like it's like a dark magenta. So anyway, All right, here we go. You can fast forward through this if you want to. This does take a minute to do. Probably should have torched that before I started. Oh well. I just love the way the rubine and the violet are mixing, and they're making like a burgundy in here. I don't know if you can see it or not through the camera, but in person it's just making a beautiful, beautiful, like plum colored. So my husband's listening to rustling, so if you hear through my camera anything making strange sounds, that's what it is. He's watching WWE. Actually, I watched it with him earlier. I like to watch the women's matches. I kind of also make fun of them at the same time, just because that's what I do. Same with ghost shows. I make fun of ghost shows. I don't know, just some things I just don't find realistic, and I know some things are not supposed to be realistic, that they are for entertainment value. So I guess I'm mostly just, I don't know, having fun. I'm not mean to anybody or anything. I'm not making fun of the way people look or act or anything, just the content of what they're looking at I find amusing. Probably because I'm a science teacher and I'm a science major, and so all that stuff is kind of, I don't know. Anyway, if you believe in all that stuff, and it's nothing personal, I totally believe in what you want to. My sister believes in it. So, you know, she believes she's been visited by a ghost, which is good for her, you know. It's just not something that I buy into. And watch, someday I'm going to be proven wrong, and that's cool if I am. But until then, I am just fine not believing it. It's been a gorgeous day. It's been a little windy today, but it rained. It never rains here. I'm in Arizona. And it rains in the, sometimes we'll get winter storms. We haven't had any in a minute. And then also we get our summer storms. So we just haven't had any rain here since, gosh, a while. Maybe August. I'm not positive exactly, but it's been a little bit. So it was exciting to be able to get some rain today. Only thing I don't like about rain is that it makes my dogs a little crazy because they can't be outside all the time. And so when Hades goes outside, that's my pit bull, he just runs and runs and runs and gets all muddy. And I get it. It's what he does. And I'm glad he has fun doing that. I just, not my thing. And I always have to clean up his mud and whatever. But thankfully, I have tile, so it's not as bad to clean it up. I'm just going through and adding dots on dots on dots, as many dots as I can for this first round. And then I think I'm going to do a little bit of a push and then add more dots and then come back with the rest of the push. I want to make sure that everything can kind of go in and that I have enough of the white. I've got lots of white left. I'm just kind of putting dots everywhere. Anywhere I can see space for a dot, I'm going to put a dot. I like to do them around the outside because then it kind of pushes everything in when you have the dots around the outside. And they move further. The ones in the center don't move as far because everything gets pulled towards the center. And so when you're in the center and things are pulled towards the center, you just don't have as far to go. And so you just kind of sit there. All right. I'm gonna do some of my push here. Hold on, let me put this down. do a little bit of a push. So that's some push. I'm going to torch because I haven't torched yet. And I didn't do a super like rough push because I don't want to dislodge my center. All right, so let's do some more. Wind this up a little bit. Wonder how it would be if we did, let's do some loop-de-loops around the outside edge. We're just gonna play with this guy and see how it goes. That helps push everything in anyway, at the least. And I'm just gonna go around and make some more dots to pull towards the center. And hopefully I won't have to pull any out with a syringe because I don't really want to. I would rather just let it do its thing and not pull anything out. Because to me, I feel like maybe it helps, sure, but it's kind of a waste of resin. So if I can get by without doing that, I would much rather not suck stuff out of the middle. I know some people do that a lot, and that's cool. They can do what they want. It's just, I don't want to if I can help it. I don't know if I'm going to have room for another push. I am almost out of room, to be honest. So I don't know, maybe we're just going to leave it without a push and see what happens. What do you think? Because this is almost full to the top. I mean, I guess I might be able to do a little bit of a push, but I kind of don't want to. I think I'm just going to leave it like this and not do any more push. I don't think I've done it where I did a push early and then added more dots. I could be wrong. I might be mixing it up with I think I did it with the Dally dot, which is very similar to this. So who knows? That is it. That is all the resin in that bag. So I'm going to torch it again, and then I'm not going to put a time lapse on because I have other things I need to do with my phone, and I don't think it's going to really make that big of a difference, to be honest. It's going to move or it's not. But that's it. So I will see you when it's time to unmold, which will probably be in the morning. I'm gonna let it cure until it gets to the point where I can move it. I'll put it in the curing machine that my beautiful friend Tammy got me, and then I will have it ready to go in the morning. So, all right, well, I'll see you soon. Okay, let's see what we've got. I got a feeling I'm going to have white in the center, but I could be wrong. Here we go. Wow, that's different. Very different. My white was too heavy, obviously, but that's still cool. I don't hate it. Honestly, I don't hate it. It's very different and unique. I like how there's the yellow in the middle, and then the pinky red, and then the purple. I think that is really cool how the colors kind of stayed there. I think I'm going to try it with less white tonight and see how it goes. Still very cool. Like those little like cells, but you can tell that those were the drops that were just too heavy. All right, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.